Salam, Phoenix Ramadan L. Jackson, welcoming everyone back to the light of Al Brazeera Cyber Network. And today's conversation is to discover if it's possible to find true love in a commercial world. So let's get started. Okay, tonight's conversation, as we said, we shall journey in search of the possibility of finding true love in a commercialized conscious world filled with plutocratic inspired ethics and integrity. It is a consciousness perfectly designed to be influenced and governed by the five senses, stimulated from below the cardinal belt of the root chakra. The world overly induced to excitement from long-term exposure to electromagnetic waves of low frequencies that are transmitted from beneath Orion's galactic oblong oily golden gate. In such a commercially controlled, manufactured environment, every aspect of man's Cassiatopian life is rigidly manipulated and monitored like laboratory rats. His mind is controlled through a series of brainwashing economic, that is becoming known to the ecosystem. His physical activities ceremonially orchestrated by the aristocrats. By aristocrats in pursuit of their happiness and enduring liberty among the masses. Man is to be led from his womb all the way to his hallowed tomb. He is barred from a discovery of his inherent divine mystical potential, which intuitively is his natural inclination as he aspires to elevate his individual frequency toward the higher consciousness derived from his crown chakra. Once inherent frequency is elevated, the crown chakra is opened, awareness heightened, induction occurs, and one becomes universally awakened to the natural world and the dualities. Okay? The brain is stimulated and third eye opens. And consciousness and conscious enlightenment begins. Life is never the same. It is an wave of electromagnetic electromagnetic waves induced from the universe that flows into the pineal gland. And all of his intuition begins to make sense. It ignites the golden oil in his pineal gland, stimulating enhanced accelerated brain activity for a greater celestial frequency. Okay? And the greater beyond as well. Far beyond the commercialized consciousness. Okay? It comes from long-term exposure or excitement to such higher waves of frequencies, from constantly living above the celestial belt, whereby if life is approached from a conservative perspective by observing a universal consciousness, this form of chakra thinking is often referred to as transcendentalism. One transcends life from a commercial physical perspective without Okay, yeah. So, without reverence for the natural environment or life itself, or without temptation from the commercial world, they rise above that. And they have a greater reverence for life. And the natural order of life. Okay? The hunter-gatherer is the main objective in such commercial world consciousness, although as bonded people, they could certainly be entrusted to serve the unholy plutocratic society. They could be entrusted to serve the democratic will of the unholy aligned elite, in their free market caste system. Okay, all caste members are to bear the new mark of the beastly commercial system. They are to exchange their inherent birthright for a birth certificate by which the oligarchs can capitalize on. It is the blood bond, a blood bond that establishes ownership as evidence of spiritual dispensation of one's soul. It is the blood deed that is the sacrament pressed from the sole of the infant's left foot. Such unholy bond binds the innocent life force to the system, giving life to it and living a life of subordination and exploitation. Okay. Manpower is converted into currency, and thus manpower is converted into currency. Okay. They are held in bondage by the mark by the mark that becomes similar to their umbilical cord, and it ties them to the beast, and as I said, subjugates their spiritual and physical life force to lead a life of commercialism in that paradigm created by the Pluto corpse. Okay, so when I think of love, pure love, virgin love, empirical love, I think of the bare, naked, unveiled excitement of the love or sensation to love, which is the invitation to love. I think of the love in question, the type of love. What kind of love is what kind of love is this? I think of the love in question. Okay, what kind of love it is. So the love itself is question. Where is